Good evening, all. I hope each and everybody is staying safe and healthy and happy. Today, I got a new thought which can help to many people, but something which we can connect to one word that is called leadership. I felt like if I wanted to help many people in different segments, how I can help in which qualities which I can add to the people and which I can share some knowledge from my experience. I felt like a couple of points I have collected to explain about the leadership, how it will help in a real life and how it will be helpful in a professional life, and how we can balance these things, and overall where exactly the leadership is useful. From birth to death, anywhere you can apply these qualities. This one word speaks a lot of meaning, and the word is leader. As behind that, what are all the things it is needed, how much time it is needed to bring up to a level. It is not that easy, but it is like completely depends on each and every individual belief system to apply to self. Somebody may get these qualities from childhood. Fortunately, they might acquire these things from parents or surrounding environment and the friends. They might get a nice qualities. Fortunately, they might have a good environment around. Yes, I'll try to cover around 20 points which connects to leadership, and be alert and attentive to the video, and stay tuned until the last minute of the video so that you can take some essence out of the experience and from this video. First point which adds to the leadership is the listening. Why listening is so important and why leaders will do that. Is it important for only professional life or only personal life? No, it will be useful each and every scenario. You take any situation in real life, you try to listen complete and check. You can see the difference. Even from beggar to businessman, anybody telling something, it is worth listening to them if it is something new, for sure. Nothing wrong in listening to others. The leaders will do exactly the same. They will treat each and everybody with so much respect and listen to the content until the last minute. And once done with an explanation, they will start to speak at the last. That is what the leader will do. That is the best quality, and this is extremely important in real life. You can cross check if either in a real life and with a husband and wife relation or something, you can cross check. Don't listen anything and keep quiet and shut your mouth, and you can give it a try once. And the same scenario, reframe it like a Y junction. Give it a try in the other direction. Yeah, you are trying to tell something now. I may be misread. Can you repeat and explain a bit more? It's like you are giving a more openness to listen. That means you are giving a feel of hearing others. That means like you heard them and trying to solve their issues. So people will be so much interested. There's a keen listening will give a lot of patience. That needs a lot of patience. Indirectly, it's directly proportional. So extreme patience and with a keen listening normally can gain a lot of knowledge. At the same time, you will be getting a nice decision when we listen completely. That is where the leaders will listen more and speak less, but speak right. That they will do that. Second quality is hearing things from others. Even you can treat a funny example like how when we come from an office with a lot of tiredness and start to explain your issues or something in the office, wanted to convey and release your pressure or tension. You might have started in the past or something, and at the same time at the home, even like a spouse will feel the same thing. She or he maybe might felt any issues from morning to evening. That might be a bad day for her also. She wanted to explain the same time. No, forget about yours. Listen to me first. If you started like this, You can see the difference how other people will listen to you. The other way is, yes, I think you got stuck in something. Yeah, maybe I'll keep aside my toughness for some time. Tell me yours first. If we listen to other problems first and listen and settle their tension first, don't worry, I am there here for you. Don't worry, I'll sort it out that issue, and keeping that tension low, and then they will ask you, tell me what is your problem. I have stopped you in between. That means you have given the feel of I heard you. That is what it is needed, and the leaders will do all the time. That is the second quality of a leader. A keen listening and giving a feel of heard. Hearing others is more important. Next thing is the behavior. How the leaders behave. They're always kind to the people and treat the people with extreme respect. It is nothing so much rocket science of a behavior there to consider, but the thing is what exactly we want. We need to be respected from others, and whenever we need some help, we have to get from other people. What we are expecting from other people normally. And if you want something, you wanted to ask, you want some help from others. These things you have a regular expectations from others, right? So what we need, those things we have to give it first to others. That is only the leaders will do. But normally we will think that if the other person did to me, then I'll give. If other person has helped me, then I'll do. If other person has helped me, then I'll do the help. There is no vice versa working. Indirectly, you are telling that only the other person should be good to me first, then only I'll be good to that person. So it won't work actually if you wanted to apply everywhere. Maybe in that case, you have to sit around the leaders only. So in that case, it might work for you, but otherwise it is not easy. So treating people with the respect and getting help from the people and listening to you and all this stuff, it is how you are treating them. Treat people how you want it to be treated by them. That is more important. The next thing, it is like quality of a leader is one more thing, is he is always trying to give the things first. He won't expect from other people first. He's always thinking from the other's place, and yes, you got stuck somewhere. What you want exactly? Yeah, maybe I could help somewhere. Yes, what exactly? Can you open up what exactly your issue? That means he wanted to be a giver all the time. That means giver's hand is always upper. Seeker's hand is always at the down. So leaders always on the top. That is what the secret behind the leaders. But they will take extreme happiness from the heart by doing this quality. The next one is the integrity. There is no different directions for the attitude. The guy who is having extreme integrity in their attitude, wherever he will be the same. Assume that if you put one guy inside a room and close the door and check the attitude of the guy, will be one type, and take him out and keep him in front of maybe different people, his attitude is different. Maintaining everywhere consistently the same attitude and maintaining the words every time the same logic, it is not easy, but maintaining integrity is an extraordinary quality of an individual wherever we are. If you maintain such a level, for sure we'll get a lot of respect. Next thing is the honesty. It is a very hand in hand kind of a thing. It will come behind integrity. The honesty is always needed. Why? Because we have to go with the facts if you want the trust from the people. Leaders always do that. They will maintain always the facts and the reality. With the data or with the evidence they will speak. They simply don't tell like maybe some gossips somewhere they might have listened or something. They won't propagate anything without any evidence. Leaders always started speaking facts, that is where people will listen to them and they believe the leaders. Why? Because they will speak facts, and it is directly connecting to the emotional burden of the people, and it will be more of that into a reality, and those are the facts. So all we need exactly, if somebody is lying to us, we won't accept, right? So this is more important, and we have to do that first, not the other person. Let them be there, whatever the other people, forget about others. What I am, it has to bring from here, and bringing the honesty and bringing the facts in front of each and every situation is not that easy, but maintaining that is a great deal of a leader. People will do that. So the next thing is the influence, how a leaders will influence. The leaders normally, they will put the interest of the peoples first. What other people, in an abundant manner. It is not a simple way, it is not that easy, but thinking of what others' interest is and trying to work from the other side is not that easy, but it's a great quality of a leader that they will do it. That is where people will be surrounded by the leaders. Wherever the leader is there, people will be around. So they will be following, because the influencing of the leader is that one. He'll connect to them straight away, and they will speak from the other shoes. So people will be influenced by the facts, what he will speak, and how he will give the guidance, and how he will direct the people is more important. So if they leave the ear for 5 minutes, it will be like a continuous attention. They wanted to listen to the leader. That is where the influencing will work. The next thing is the learning. A leader never bring the ego in front and close his ears for anything. Even he knows something about the same thing, he never stop listening from others. That is the best quality of a learning. That is exactly like open bottle. Always the bottle is open, it is allowing the knowledge all the time. Whether he knows it or whether he don't know, he will keep the mind very, very flexible and let the content enter into the bottle first. Then the processor will compile what is happening inside, what I know and what the people are speaking. He will compile inside and bring the thought outside, the refined thought, after listening to each and everybody. Then he will speak. So he will be a lifelong learner. Until the end of the life, he is always adding bits and pieces in a consistent manner and adding knowledge to the self until end of the life. That is one of the best quality of leader. He will always try to bring a self-learning techniques and try to learn in different sources available. Even the leader don't leave the failures of people. One is concentrating the failure of a self and concentrating the failures of other people. It's extraordinary quality to find out the mistakes of others and learning from their failures. It is not that easy. It's a great quality. Next thing is the motivation. A leaders always push the people. If they got stuck, he will be knowing the first person who knows the guy is got stuck means is the leader. Once he turn towards him, yes, he can tell that he got stuck. Why? Because the connect will be like that. Yes, boss, what happened to you? What the situation currently? Why you are unable to do something like that? The leaders will come forward and ask them and let them open their mind and try to sort it out the issues first, and then they will bring up their motivation level up, and they will keep on the space where they want after that. After that, they are the genuine rockets to move forward. They will do that. So the motivation level they will always maintain in the peak for the team. So each and every sentence, and never and ever won't allow a negative energy to any sentence. That is where the leaders are famous motivational speakers. So that is one great quality. The next one is the delegating mode of any task. Leaders, they will build the best people's team and start delegating the things. It is not like they won't break the trust because they are confident enough on something. If at all they didn't believe and they start doing themselves, end of the day, the guy who is not allowing other people to do that, he will be screwed up. That will happen. So the leader will be knowing very clearly what is the strength of individual on the floor, and he will try to understand the weakness and the strength of each and every individual. And if he wanted to use for a particular aspect or a particular task, whom to give, this everything, it's very clear. This will go to the particular guy who is expert in that requirement. So he will delegate to the right people and get it done, and they will take the extreme responsibility and they will feel like a leader. Then the leader will make the leaders again. That is only possible when they delegate to the right people and giving with a nice mentorship to them. The next thing is the problem solution. They are the best problem solvers. Normally, if problem comes, this is not my issue, somebody else have done this mistake. It should not be like that. The leader quality will be like, if at all something went wrong, he will take the issue to his head. And if it's something great happened, he will give the credit to the people. But anytime if something went wrong, he never blamed the people first, and he try to travel towards the future, not to the past. What was happened? Who did this mistake? No. His question is, what is the root cause for this one? Why it was happened? What is the solution for this? What is the right thing to do now? To move it forward, wanted to close it immediately. What is the best solution? He will be in the direction of providing a solution, not looking backward and towards the past. That is the best quality to solve a problem. Keep on deep dive into the issue. Who has done the mistake? Why he has done the mistake? For what reason this person has done this and all. There is no much useful to solve an issue. But getting a right solution and moving forward is more important. He will push the people towards the future. He will never make them to live in the past. That is one thing what leader will do. The next thing is the futuristic imagination. The leader will have always the forecast. If something going right now, what will happen in down the line, 6 months, down the line, 5 years, 10 years? What exactly will happen? What it is needed? Is it going in the right track or not? So, forecasting the problem well in advance is more important for any project or anything in the real life. Something went wrong, what we have to? Do we have a worst case plan right now with us? If something went wrong, do we have a plan B with us or not? That is where the leaders are confident in the toughness. Dealing with the toughness, the leaders are very strong. So maintaining that, maybe like if we can use the Dale Carnegie's principle, the guy will tell like be ready for the worst and be prepared on the worst. That is what he used to tell in his books actually. But it is the best technique to handle the tension. We don't get any tension. If you are ready for the worst and you go with the plan not to be worst. That is what the leaders will do. Next thing is like effective decision making. Next point is the decision making, how a leaders will do. They are the right decision makers in the right time. Why it will happen, how the leaders will do this one. Why not everybody? Normally life itself is a choice. Choice of decisions, all choices what we chosen in the past, it will become our life. Right now what we are is the number of choices which we have taken since from the childhood in different areas, whether you will choose after 10th standard, whether you will be going this direction, that direction, or you wanted to be a doctor or an engineer, whatever. It's everything what you have chosen a number of times, the number of decisions. That is what we are right now. The right decisions always lead to the right direction. That is where leaders are very strong. Why? Because they will check the consequences first. They wanted to take the decision means they will check each and every consequence of the particular decision. What will happen to my life? What will happen to my family? If I take this decision, what will happen to my relations? If I take this decision, what will happen to my current position in the company? If I do like this, what will happen in my future? So they will check, is it giving a nice satisfaction to me if I am doing this decision right now? Can I sustain in future with this decision if I do like this? That means he is checking all the dependent factors of a decision very well in advance and checking both the consequences, good and bad consequences of a particular decision. Then he will take the decision. That's why leaders are the decision makers, the best decision makers. I feel it sounds good to take the similar decision in real life. Each and everybody, it is needed in a real life. Forget about the positions and where we are and where in a professional life. In a regular life, it is mandatory. Even whether we are taking a decision for us or taking a decision for a relation or anything. Even choosing a school, choosing a class, choosing a grade, choosing any maybe a branch or a domain which you wanted to give as a career to your kids. Many things it will be useful a lot. That means the leadership quality will always be helpful in personal life and the professional life as well. Next thing is the discipline. Leaders actually, lot of commitment will be there for sure. And they are so disciplined from start of the day until end of the day. They have a committed plans and a determined goals to work on a regular basis. They have a strict and a stringent day plan to close it off. So always this skill is wonderful, and this will help a lot for each and everybody who don't want a discipline in a regular life. But everybody needs it, but to apply and bring it to the self is not that easy. It needs a lot of practice. That is what it is needed to apply the leadership quality. Next thing is inspiration over jealous. There is a big difference actually. If something good happening from the low grade people or lowest level people or something, even like a peers doing something good, normally we should not feel jealous. If somebody is doing good and doing great just beside a colleague or anybody on the floor or anybody around your family and around your house or neighbors or in your own relations, somebody is doing great than you. Even though their age is less, they might be kids, they might be extraordinary in different segment. We should not feel jealous of what they are getting. What we have to do is, we should inspire by seeing them. They might have a greatest strength in them, which they are holding and moving forward, and which they have earned in the past with the highest hard work or a smart work. They have gained it. For sure, they have a courage to do that. So we should appreciate them. If at all such kind of a people moving with extraordinary attitude and moving like a rocket, yes, we have to appreciate them. We should not feel jealous by seeing the people, somebody who is doing great in their own area. It doesn't mean that somebody is doing great in this particular area, doesn't mean that we are not great in different things. No, it is uncomparable. Each and everybody is unique on their own style and own area, but how best you are learning and moving forward and filling your own gap to adapt to the technology is more important. There is a passionate area where you can try and how you are driving on your regular basis. What is your driving force for your passion? You have to identify those things and move in your line. The paths may cross, but the thing is like what way you are going. What is good for you? Somebody is doing something different, you compared with them and start applying the same thing. End up with the nonsense, you feel bad of it. Somebody going with maybe two-wheeler with 150 speed, you are going with a normal speed, you feel by seeing them and I can also do like that, means we may not reach the destination also. So we should not compare and feel jealous, but we can compare the strength of them and inspire by them and learn a lot of things. Nothing wrong in learning from the new people, and nothing wrong in learning from the low people, low level people, or low whoever it is. Nothing wrong in whether low, high, doesn't matter. From beggar to businessman, each and everybody, we can take something new and we can learn from them. I think I might have given a small example in my previous video, I'm not sure, but it's like one guy is going on a bike and going on the road in a full rainy day. Some beggar is trying to stop him with a ball and trying to stop near to a signal, whether just before crossing the signal. But he was not stopping, and he is scolding him, and he tried to increase the speed and he crossed the road. Meanwhile, one more guy is passed and crossed this guy and went and met with an accident. Why? Because there is a manhole under the rainwater. So he was met with an accident. That is what this beggar wanted to tell to this guy. That is what. See, if the guy is not listening to him because he is a beggar, I don't want to listen to him, why I have to listen, why I have to stop. He misunderstand him and estimated in a wrong way that he is begging from him for some money. No, he wanted to help him to safeguard his life. So there are things to learn from different people. Everybody knows it. Something new. We should respect their knowledge, irrespective of what we have it. That is where we can align with the people and we can connect with the world. That is what is more important. Next thing is identifying strength and the key expertise of the people. Leaders will do very keenful on this one, and they will be very strong on this, identifying which strength is available with whom, what is the major weakness of this guy to fill it up coming soon, strategy for him. Everything he will be in line and well in advance come up with a plan for skill upgrade for the particular guy. It's a nice strategy to utilize the resources effectively by filling their own gaps and motivating them and bringing along with them. It's a nice quality. Next thing is leaders makes leaders. Yes, this was, I think I told just before the points. I covered it. Yes, they will delegate the things and choosing the right people and bringing up and adding the leadership qualities to them. And they will create the leaders, and those are the pillars for the future. That is what the best quality of a leader. He won't hide anything. He'll keep on adding the value to the other people. That's what they wanted to do. The next thing is authenticity. Whatever they speak, right from the heart it will come. They don't want to do any hide and seek game. Like information, it is from right from the heart. It will come and it will connect to the people. That is where people will respect their nature of behavior and attitude. Ultimately, this will bring a purpose of life. Life purpose is very clear for them. What they wanted to become in future, where they wanted to travel, what is their destination, what is their vision and mission. They are very clear. At the end of the day, what exactly it is needed is, it is refining the thoughts of people. And the leadership qualities extraordinary, and these qualities are mandatory. It's mandatory and it should be with us all the time if we want happiness right from the heart. If we want it, yes, we can adopt all these qualities and start refining those qualities, because no one else will come for us and start telling us to change these qualities in us. Why? Because change cannot happen from outside. Change can happen from within. That means we can change ourselves. We cannot tell to somebody else, you change like this. It's not possible. In the realistic environment, you can give it a try. I think most of the people, anybody have a confidence that they have changed their family members of any one of a relation, changed 100% completely or any percentage. Let me know. But it was not easy. But there is a possibility if they themselves changing and showing in front of them with a nice life situational examples, they will feel you as a role model and they start following you. That is what people will do, and that is what people will follow leaders. Ultimately, the attitude does the matter. More important, even though we have a communication, even though we have a lot of technology with us, and we have a nice domains, everything with us, something is lagging, something is mandatory all the time, is attitude. If you don't have attitude, there is no meaning for other two. It is almost like health. If you have wealth and lot of money, whatever you have it, if you lost health, even though you have wealth and whatever the other stuff with you, there is no meaning in it. It's almost equal to the same thing. Why these qualities are more important is to make us happy and to see the happiness from others' face. It is not that easy, but if we see happiness from others, and when we are becoming the root cause for other people's happiness, then only we can see our happiness. That's what the leaders will do. That's where the leaders are living even they were not there on the earth. The extraordinary quality from the leaders. But for sure, these things, whatever I feel and intended to help each and everybody in this world, these certain qualities which I feel to explain in my way. I think once you had a look on these things, maybe for more elaboration, you will get so many sources in YouTube and everywhere. You can try to gather some information, but it is like buying a book. Buying a book doesn't mean that we cannot add knowledge to us. We have to read it and apply it. Same logic, we have to apply it to self and start working and start checking our own version. Is that yesterday how I am? Is that plus something? How much percentage? Doesn't matter. Am I changed towards the positive edge? Can I travel towards the best direction? Can I bring my best version out of me towards a leadership quality? That is only will give extreme network and happiness in this world. We'll be happy when we are getting all these qualities. But for sure, to build these qualities, even you read, even you apply, it won't work. But one thing which is mandatory is the environment. If you see, there is like two kind of an environments, each and everywhere you can observe is, one is the toxic environment, other one is the masterminds, extreme positive energy. You have to choose people in the right way. I'm not saying that you quit people whoever is not good at something, but speak wisely and talk wisely and try to get a sense of a positive energy and move forward and bring others also along with you. Nothing wrong. Even a person is toxic or something, at least we can help them and bring forward if they wish to listen to us. That we can do it. But for sure, environment will give the thoughts and the attitude and the belief system. The beliefs what we have earned since from the beginning of our birth is right now what it is. The ingredients of our attitude is the environment. What the core baselines which have been built since from beginning, it will be with us until the end of the death if we are not changing the surrounding environment. It cannot be worked by self. That needs the extreme determination all the time. You should be a self-motivator and should be very much flexible enough to change your attitude each and every time towards a positive goals. There's a self-driven quality. If it is already there with you, it's well and good, but you want some nice change, try to align and connect with the nice mastermind, positive energy people. That means like if you go and join in any company, first day near to the gate, somebody is coming, you joined in this company? What is there? I am working here since 10 years, nothing is there. What else we can do here? We tried all techniques here. What you wanted to do here? Why you joined this company, man? That's one kind of category people will do like that when you join in a new company or when you join any company or anywhere. Everywhere when you move, even you are sitting in a park, people will come and talk in both the direction. One, people will be completely negative. They will drain the energy. They won't allow you to move forward into any positive direction. That is one category. The second one is you are trying something new. They will try to understand your nature, whether it will work for or not. At least they will tap your shoulder. Go ahead. Try to work with that, but be plan with this and go with this. This is the history with me. This is the information. It might help you. but don't give up on your idea. That is accountability partners. They will be supporting you to push forward. If you have such kind of a friends or a family relations or the peers or the colleagues or anywhere in this world somebody is looking for the goodness of you, don't leave them. Please join with them, maintain the relations until end of your life. That's what it is important. So try to bring an extreme positive energy wherever we are. We have to connect with the positive energy people and bring a nice things to the companies and nice happiness to the personal lives. It is more important. But all these things straight away connecting to the emotional control, the leaders will have this abundantly. They will maintain. I'm not saying that a leader won't get angry. They will get angry, but the thing is, there is a different kind of a mindsets. Yes, people who are smiling always doesn't mean that they're always happy. They don't have any toughness. No. People who are crying all the time, that doesn't mean that they were not happy. You cannot assume anything. There is no evidence for that. Somebody who is always smiling, that might have a good skill of handling the toughness. They might smile at the difficulties and move forward. Somebody will be like that. That doesn't mean that they don't have a difficulties. Somebody is scolding with anger, that doesn't mean that you don't have a love or an affection or a care. Sometimes the anger behind, there is a lot of career and a development for each and every individual. Somebody scolding, think why, you will get an answer. Think who, you will get angry. Then end up with the nonsense, you will disconnect the guy. But don't ever and ever try to disconnect anybody in this world. The good and bad, don't check the categories of people like a good guy and bad guy. No. In this complete world, there is no good guy, there is no bad guy. There is a good in people, there is a bad in people. There is a proportion, that's it. That came because of the belief system which have taken since from the beginning, since from the childhood, which they cannot change immediately. If you do it like this, change like this, no, it won't happen. Please don't force to change somebody in this universe because they have some belief system strongly injected since from the childhood of different difficulties. I'll give a small example to close it with. Maybe husband and wife are sitting in one family and the kid is seeing how the husband is controlling the wife. Husband is raising the voice and wife also raising the voice. It is zing, 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 zing. Some sound is coming at the end of the conversation because uncontrollable thing, the husband is hitting the lady. Then wife is kept quiet. The kid has seen first time, second time, third time. Since from childhood to until end of almost like until end of 20-25 years or something, he's seeing on a daily basis. Assume that he got married right now and he got the wife and he's settling in one family, like husband and wife is staying one location. When there is a quarrel or any dispute is happening in between them, what his mind thinks first? He will replay like this. He's having a strong belief that if I slap once, she will listen to me. That is what the belief he has taken from the birth. He saw so many times. If you go and change this belief suddenly, no. He needs the environment to see the realistic examples. Such kind of things to change. The belief system only can be broken unless and until there is strong incident should happen in the family or anywhere surrounding. Otherwise, this guy has to change and go somewhere into another environment. Somebody will tell like this guy went to city, he changed a lot. Somebody will tell this guy got married, he changed a lot. Somebody will tell this guy went to abroad or something, he changed a lot. Yes, because what is happening is the environment is getting changed. He's adapting to that environment. The rest of the things are, most of the assumptions will be happening through the minds. The change will happen only when we change our environment. Our attitude will be an average of 5 people which we are talking on a daily basis. So whom you want it to be, how much positive energy, how much network you want it to increase, why you should be an average of 5 people. You start connecting with the positive people in this complete world. You can try identify people and start believing them and connecting with the people and identifying them and build a nice network too. live with. That is what it is needed. Then we'll understand the complete world, how we can move forward, what will happen, what the future for me. Yes, I'm done with the explanation of the leadership. I hope the essence out of these things might help to people. I feel that is where I created this video, to help each and everybody in this world. Let me know if you like it, just like it. If not, I am okay to receive a call from anybody to take the essence out of it. I wanted to know and I wanted to learn from my side, and I wanted to develop to bring the next level for me and wanted to bring to the people. That's what my intention. So something which is useful, please let me know. Somebody who is very interesting to do similar activities and creating something useful things to the people in any area, whether it is technical, non-technical, or functional or non-functional, or application based, or a software or a tool based, anything. If you want, if you have some stuff in it, if you have strength, please let me know and try to create some video and post it, or create some blog or something and post it in the same group which I have created. That is called, I think, knowledge sharing hub, which I have created. You can utilize it. Please use that as a hub to share the knowledge and to gain the knowledge and to connect with the right people, and to the like-minded people will only connect whenever we open to listen and open to talk and open to share. Thank you very much. I think on a weekend this knowledge would help in a real life. I'm not talking only the professional life. Happiness is for many people's goal, not one. Happiness comes with only leadership. That is where we will appreciate mom and dad. Mom and dad normally the unconditional care, unconditional love, not with any expectations. All these qualities, most of the qualities of a leaders will be observed from the parents. You can start thinking of the parents and start correlating these qualities from the parents itself. Can do. Be strong on the own relations and apply the leadership qualities in own relations and everywhere in this society, and it will be useful too from childhood to until the end of the life. No barrier, no language, no region, nothing. You can apply anywhere in this universe with extreme leadership qualities. No one will stop you to appreciate somebody, respect somebody, and give a support to somebody, motivate somebody. All these qualities is an unconditional care to others. Nobody will stop you while applying these qualities. Only thing is our limiting beliefs will stop. Break your limiting beliefs and start moving towards a successful, happy journey. Thank you very much. If you feel it's good, please let me know. I'll be boosted by the first appreciation from the people. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.